we like each other. I think that's one of the part of it. And we're friends. And so I can talk to her about anything, you know, and we've talked about our ups and downs and the things that, because everybody has their challenges. And being married this long, her challenges are mine and my challenges are hers. And so I think that's something that we've learned that kind of made us stronger with each other, because she understands the things that have really hurt me and I still battle through them. And I know the same things about her. And I think that's just creates this romantic thing that we like each other.
Well, the first thing is to love each other to within an inch of your lives. And have that, along with your commitment, carry you through everything that you are going to face together or apart. Because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Loving each other, being together, sharing a life.
He is a fun person, very romantic. I don't think a day goes by that he does not say, I love you. And we start our day 2 or 3 times. We start our day that way. Before on our way to work, kiss, I love you. Come back home, kiss. You know, at night before we get in the bed, I love you. We like to go out. We do ballrooming, dancing, and we have a lot of fun together. We're very lucky in that way because we have a lot of things, the same interests. Love to read. We'll talk about books together, movies. Love to see the same type of movies. And when we don't like the same type of movies, he'll find somebody else to go with. My children like science fiction, I don't, so he'll take them. But we have a lot of outside interests that are fun. So he's just very romantic. That's what the romance is like. We go ballroom dancing in our basement if we can't get out. We'll go date night in the basement, watch a movie. So just a lot. And then we have a lot of good friends we do things with too. So we like to party. We really do. We enjoy each other and going out and having fun.
So there's this one particular couple, Tyrone and Shahara. So Shahara and I both have birthdays August the 2nd, and their husbands are best golf buddies. And so for at least 15 years, we will celebrate our birthdays together, and we will celebrate Valentine's Day together. So we had done the years of going out, and then Tracy, ever the romantic, suggested, why don't the guys cook Valentine's Day dinner for the wives?
Yeah, the concept really revolved around let's write up invitations to our wives and create a special menu and let's cook it. So we did it for a few years by ourselves, and then another golf buddy of ours, John Fowler, said, well, hey, I want a piece of that action, because he had been married 30 years at the time. And so we wound up doing this. So we had the 3 of us.
Candlelight.
Menus that we printed up.
We dressed in formal attire.
Plus we had, the 3 of us had to write a poem that we read to the wives. And, you know, quite honestly, you have to do as much as possible to keep the music playing in every way possible. And John and Trudy and Tyrone and Shahara and I, it was just a great opportunity to show our wives how special they were.
One of the hardest things as a young couple, and this is one of the first things that I found when we got married, before we got married, we'd have arguments. We always came to an agreement. We always said, okay, I'm sorry, I understand, and you know, I get it, and we went from there. So it was pretty easy. I thought, oh, this guy is great. Well, as time goes on, you really do come to things that you don't come to an agreement. And so you have to agree. It's kind of a cliche, agree to disagree, but that's very, very true.
I had a problem with that. The whole point that I wanted to get across was for you to agree. That's why I'm arguing. So once I got her once I understood that, I did. And you have to have the respect factor.
If there is a foundation of respect, it just goes a long, long way. I mean, obviously love, but I mean, it's there. I don't think you stay together this long or for any period of time unless there is deep love. But we all define that in various kinds of ways. But I think beyond that, there's got to be mutual respect for each other.
The biggest storm that has been the most that I've learned the most of was for me, with my mother having Alzheimer's, and that happens over a period of time. And then 6 years later, the storm when my dad passed, because then all of a sudden I have this feeling I'm an orphan, and that we're it. And so not that there was anything missing or wrong, but just the whole, you're coming to grips with our own mortality and just being so at peace with the person that's going to be there with me through all of that, and to not view it with fear, but to view it from a sense of power. And so I think that was a big growing opportunity, just in terms of getting and dealing with the mortality of my parents, and then going through with my husband with the loss of his parents, who were lovebirds up to the end. Even in the nursing home, you would walk in and they'd be in their wheelchairs holding hands, sitting in the big room, to them. One, his dad died first, and then losing his mom like 8 weeks later. She was just heartbroken that her husband had gone, and just seeing that, and it had such an emotional toll, because her husband is such an emotional person, and just being there to support him in that. And it's, okay when, real men cry. So that was a big growth, bonding thing, having to be able to share that with him over those years.
And we go through ups and downs, we just like every marriage does. When people say, how do you stay married that long? I always say, well, it has good times, it has bad. There's going to be times where when you're in love, you are just so in love. And that's how we are. We just love each other to pieces when times are going well. I just can't wait for him to get home. I can't wait to do something with him and share, whatever happened, how my day was, and hear about his day. There's other times when, it's just not clicking and we're not getting along as well. And so we like to talk about those times. We like to, share that, because we're all going through this journey together.
What is the best day you ever spent together?
Well, I know what it is for me. It's today. Seriously, every day that we spend together is the best day. We have the benefit of memories of many, many years, and each day we're contributing to that. But each day, we're together, and it's now. And so on those days when we do something fun, like the Hollywood Bowl, it's a great day. But on a day like today, where we, sit around the table with a cup of tea and a cup of coffee, and just talk randomly about events in the world, is a great day.